Welcome to Carolina Sculpture Studio. My name's Clint Button, and I'm a granite sculptor. Oh, we're back to working on the bevel, the tulip bevel, and the patron wanted me to lower the bottom edge a little bit, so we pushed that back, and it's essentially going to just be a fade niche. The niche is going to go from full depth at the top to nothing at the bottom, and that'll change the composition a little bit because of the support the side of the niche provided for some of the foliage. So we'll have to work that out. I've just roughed it up on top here a little bit so I could sketch easier and just cut reference lines in for general composition and placement. We're not going to be pointing this job, just going to be carving it. So right now we're going to cut the edge of the niche. We've laid it out just with a pencil line. The carving comes right up to it here at the edge. And started carving here on the side, this corner. And what I normally do will be to cut an approximate 45, just to stop, cut, or check in the corner to establish that corner. And then I'll work my way around in a straight chisel, put a stop cut, and keep working it back. So we'll come back here and show you the progress. When you're going along the edge like this and you're carving and you're pushing, you may have a tendency to go too fast. And what will happen is you'll jump and you'll hit here and you'll ruin this edge. If it's polished, you'll chip the polish or you'll chip the edge, and then you got to go back and fix it. If you can fix it, it's not good. So go slow, work it in, get a little bit of depth, and then you can push, and you should be able to flake some off. This is head grain that we're working on. The grain's going vertical like this, up and down. This is like looking at the end of a tree stump, or the top of a tree stump, or the end of a board. So don't get too fast here or you'll chip this edge. It's also good, as you're wasting this material off, to understand that the thicker the material is, the more it'll hold. This flakes off and chips off in the direction I want because this is the smallest amount of material. The thicker it gets, the more likely my break or my cut can change directions. I don't want that. So for right here, instead of just pushing on it with a chisel, I either have to cut the top off with a chisel or push it back with a 9-point, and that'll give me a lot better result. Okay, we've got the top pretty well wrapped up, top edge of the niche. Now I'm going to work on this bottom edge here. Because this is just a transition line, there really isn't enough meat here to do any kind of a steep drop. I'm going to produce this detail line the same way I did the dormer capital when I did the ridges on the dormers. Establish this plane from left to right. Got a straight line on it. We're going to reduce material. This side's done. Just going to reduce material on the inside and creep up to that line. And we're going to leave that line right there, stop just on this upper side of it. And that'll produce a nice, good transition line. And we'll work all the way up to where the material is going to be left for carving. And it'll just be real simple. But this is the same way, it'll be done the same way. Instead of actually carving this edge, we're just going to reduce up to it and then just leave it. It's all done. Okay, you can see I've got a fighting the light in the afternoon now, pretty bright. You can see I got a nice transition line, and I'm just blending this up to get this axed into shape, and that's pretty much it. We'll finish the rest of this as the carving goes, because I've got a little bit of foliage that'll be tangent to the very outer edges, to the end niches. I also have to leave, part of doing this Scotia is making sure there's enough room for the tulip detail up here, so that there'll be enough mass here so I can have a nice realistic looking tulip. So we may play with the Scotia just a little bit, but other than that, that's pretty much how you put this together. We'll do a Scotia on a regular bas relief in a niche carving at some point, but this is pretty much done for today. So a little more scraping and just to even up all the lines, but it'll be pretty cool. It'll be very subtle and stuff like that. People don't think about it, and it really stands out, and by being subtle it stands out even more. So my name's Clint Button here at Carolina Sculpture Studio, showing you how to cut the edge on a niche and do a Scotia. So thanks for coming in.